Okay, we're in a situation here where we've got to cut one of the transmission cooling lines that have been modified, and you can see they've put quite a kink there in it, so it probably restricted the cooling flow on the pipe. So what I've done is I've cut it off with our pipe cutter. And you can see now we need to put like a slight flare on it. So we're going to put this one on, not the one with the tapered bit, the one with the square bit on it, the square taper. 10 mil. So there you go, I've let it stick out a little bit, probably 3 mil. I'll just go by feel. And we put a big heavy clamp on it just so you've got a little bit extra weight there when you're tapping it, otherwise it's going to sort of move around too much when you're hammering it in or tapering it. You get your assistant to hold it, and I've got this little jigger that we use just machined out of some Rio bar, and you can see it's got a nice little chamfer on the inside of it, and the other half just fits nice and snug on the inside of that pipe. And now supporting the clamp, got our tool, and we just give it a few sharp taps. And we go all the way up till that hits on that holder there. And that's it. Take that clamp off. There we go. You can see that's got a nice smooth edge, so it's not going to damage your hose. They're not high pressure. I think the cooling line pressure from the transmission only circulates at about 15 psi pressure, so not important to do that. The idea is just so that when you put a hose there, it won't slip off. And coincidentally, here's another one that we had to flare, but fortunately on this one we could get the clamp on the chassis when hammering it in. Yeah, nice and tight. And it's always a good idea to just support it with a mallet as well, because otherwise it'll just slip off that clamp. Alright, there. Just need to put something underneath here just so it doesn't keep twisting it. We'll put a socket in there just to support it a bit better between the chassis and the, just so it doesn't pivot that pipe holder. There we go. That's clamping down nice and hard there. Rightio. Still support it with the hammer, with the mallet. Try and do it as straight parallel as you can. There we go. Not much fun working in confined spaces like this. And they're usually oily too. There we go. You can see it's got a nice smooth edge there. It's not sharp. It's not going to cut this cooling hose when I put it in. Now it's just a matter of cutting the hose to length and putting a clamp on there. And there's that one joined. There's a bracket over here holding that steel pipes there. It's firm, but there is a bit of flexibility. Much better than doing just a straight flare. You'll have a sharp edge and that can cut through the hose, the rubber hose. Anyway, hope that's helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.